It's also a good time to look at Iran, not the regime, but the country. How is life after the Islamic Revolution? Do people in Iran support Ayatollah Khamenei, or is there scope for a revolt? We'll be focusing on three aspects: the economy, the civil society, and security. The economy is not in good shape. Years of Western sanctions can do that to any country. Inflation in Iran was under 10% in 2016. This was under the moderates in 2016. Now in 2024, it is more than 40%. Poverty is also rampant. Some reports say 50% of the country, half the country, is living in poverty. And honestly, it's a waste of potential because Iran has a lot of resources. It has the second largest gas reserves in the world, the fourth largest crude reserves, and also deposits of coal, copper, and iron ore. Yet their economy is struggling, all because of sanctions. Iran cannot buy cutting-edge technology from the global market, nor can they sell their oil freely. And both these curbs have handicapped their economy. Now we come to the second aspect, civil society. Iran once used to be a liberal country, a hub of art and music. But that's not the case anymore. The regime strictly controls what people do, especially what women do. Look at some of the things that women in Iran cannot do. They cannot go out without a hijab, cannot ride a bicycle, cannot dance or sing solo in public, cannot attend sporting events, cannot become judges or politicians, and cannot travel without a guardian's permission. In simpler words, Iranian women are second-class citizens. And what happens if you resist these rules? A young woman did try in 2022. Her name was Masha Amini. She was apparently wearing her hijab wrong. You may remember what happened to her. She was arrested by the moral police. She later died in their custody. Same with other civil liberties. Right to expression is limited. Right to protest does not exist. And right to assemble is met with crackdowns. And behind all this is the judiciary, a system that rules based on the Islamic law or Sharia. Even minor offenses have major consequences. In fact, executions are quite common in Iran. Last year, Iran executed more than 800 people. This year, they have executed more than 200 so far. One of them was on Saturday. A 53-year-old woman was hanged to death. What was her crime? Some drug-related offense. So the overall picture is quite clear. Life in Iran can be precarious. If you follow the regime's draconian rules, you're fine. If not, you're in trouble. Which brings us to the third aspect, security. Iran's internal security is managed by the IRGC, the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps. They are fully loyal to the Ayatollah Khamenei. And their favorite language is crackdown. Crime rates are generally low in Iran. Even threats like terrorism are largely contained. We did see an attack this year, though. The Islamic State targeted a mosque in Kerman. They killed around 100 people, but the consensus is that this was a rare attack. So let's recap now. Iran's economy is like a never-ending bitter pill. Civil liberties do not exist, but security is top-notch. It's almost like a theocratic police state. But these internal issues are not Iran's top priority. That would be the external challenges. You see, Iran lives in a tough neighborhood. It has very few friends in West Asia. The Arab states see Iran as a rival, and Israel sees them as a threat. This dynamic has shaped post-revolution Iran, their foreign policy, their nuclear policy, their economic policy. All of it is designed based on this dynamic. And this year, things got a lot more dangerous. Israel and Iran exchanged direct fire. It's never happened before. Iran launched hundreds of drones and missiles at Israel, and Israel responded with a limited strike. That exchange really shook things up. It has forced Iran to rethink important questions. For starters, is an Arab reset reliable? Last year, they thought yes. Iran normalized relations with Saudi Arabia, but things have not pushed on from there. Many reports say that Arab states gave intelligence to Western powers. They indirectly helped to shoot down Iranian drones. So can the reset ever become permanent? And secondly, should Iran seek nuclear weapons? Supreme Leader Khamenei's advisor says, yes, they should. He was speaking at after Israel's military response. And he said Iran would make nukes if their nuclear sites were targeted. You know what that means? More Western condemnation, more sanctions, and more hardships. So Iran is going through a very complicated period, a period of churn and hardships. The revolution of 1979 destroyed Western control over Iran. It freed a great civilization from Western grasp. I guess that counts as a win. But that win has come at a great cost of freedoms, prosperity, and progress.